I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be.
Welcome.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality in much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
I'm in no hurry to leave. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every, such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have... I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem... Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so. Though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own, it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you give to me this bow. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the... That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowman. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. You know where to find me. Well met, sir.
Have you business with the guild, sir? Should be glad to assist.
Always a pleasure. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
Right you are.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon target.
We have arrived.
You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare it.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. It is a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubt, but the ingenuity of this design. If only my people would take heed. It is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our custom? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial.
It seems Sir Glyndal's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
Right you are.
The price? Many thanks. I appreciate.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the... I thought it only right to tell you that, as you are the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
This is generally used as a material.
Fear not. I'll think of something.
El, alacarilm, ilmen elot, nandeu in morteren ecialis. Nun
Isilrod vane nun lia casinque.
alacarilm fionaro osto ur...
Some of us fail to grasp that this world extends beyond the bounds of our cloistered haven. Ah, forgive me. You do not speak our tongue, do you? From this moment forth, so long as you remain by my side, I shall interpret for you. Now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead.
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
Fa alcarwa sil non via palan. My timmy fear meltol.
The trial of archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur caril.
Martir fa nun fionor, minas vena eralote.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur caril. Kiriando an...
No. Darren? I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance. You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save...
Veninume, mor martir tel adaka, kiria...
Tayel ni sil arin fil. Nun morivin we alcarwa menelume. Lis anandor lutena.
Nando in fa ecialis, pelinolwende, sinde, soron, aiele alvekil.
Moriven fendelnar itarondo vani. Falis tu liaf numen. Arbahat, preserve me. 'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clucked, but there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. E'en the trial of archery does not demand such a feat. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Frey, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Quickly, Master. We must carry Miss Darren to safety.
Disappointment, to be sure.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, not necessarily easier to counter.
Well done.
Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
The root is felled. Our only remaining task is to carry Miss Darren to safety and be quit of this place.
A disappointment, to be sure.
Come, let us quit this place.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Words worth hearing.
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words, none of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am for heir in your debt.
Eteler, le fermor el dalia eralot.
Findlenar.
Karilm ilmen arcaer. Silfa nambawe nun kala. Kemenindor kanyan irils aldecar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne. Eteler, le fermor el dalia eralot. Ondvana alvekil eteler ne an lungtena peli telume. Ane martir tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa. Nenwen mor aiwanon, artahir curir, mor fa erando, amanda kill. Kiriando anmaindor hiroth, artahir curir, vanalin hiror soron, sorne an fameltol, nundis amanda kill, angadur femor. Kasinke telpi nun finaler, lera nefir heranon, an
Findlenar. Lungdena we fear lost. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that altered my plight. Not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I... gratitude to you knows no... Not only are you my sisters, by the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am...
Suggested we might speak with his father, Sir Taliesin. Shall we see him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
I was most welcome. Now we shall...
Our foe has been thrown off balance!
There is no better time to strike.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes. Well done!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to me.
Alame, Karilm ilmen Arkael, Aidalia Anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oja fermo palan hjarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nun mor ata her. Firnis an erumar is laikasar an ils findamunt inch nefanamo lis kiriandio mor erlot. Iav stir lalasta, nun falesmir magananon, anamorlis turkulion ekiales.
We succeeded in rescuing Miss Darren. Our efforts are sure to have earned the trust of the Elven people.
Lungtena peli telume on the...
Karilm, kemen rostindume non morvea kuruir. Yo, halan lome meltol. I am called Darren. My brother taught me to speak your tongue. So different from our own. I learned the words, but this is the first I used. Others of your kind have come here, but my people warn them away. Oh, but I cannot stay. I must, see to the Arbor. Of late, the Arbor Heart is,
Menelume sur Karilm, angadur sindi, Iav stir lalasta. Mor nun hiroth. Vea an...
By your leave, Arisen.
Lis Findelnar. Morfa erando.
My duty is to care for this, our sacred tree. The Arbor Heart, she is called. She has been with us, she is nature's very heart, and a pillar of strength for my people. We have always lived in harmony with nature, and the Arbor Heart is our, yet, day by day, her strength is failing. I must give her nourishment of the soil to help her recover. A special kind, called Gwifentia in my language. I know not what you would call it in yours. Once, a dwarf wandered into the arbor and gifted some to us. It filled the Arbor Heart with life. Now, little remains. Too little for the Arbor Heart to recover her strength in full. Do you know of this substance? It must be found outside the arbor somewhere. If you find any, will you tell me where it lies? The Arbor Heart needs us. It must be found outside.
We're here, Master.
You say you're on the hunt for Gwifentia. Darren asked that of you, I expect. It is said a woefully lost blacksmith once stumbled into the arbor and left some of it with us upon parting. In your language, it is called by another name. What was it? I know, of course. Scale Cinder. That's the one. It can be found in Batal, I believe. I know no more than that. It isn't much talked about, you see. The blacksmith was a dwarf, and the elders rather prejudiced about their ilk. Gwifentia translates into scale. I've heard it can be found at Batal.
So... Gwifentia is the
Peace and quiet.
I'm tired.
A customer, then. That changes things.
By your leave, Arisen.
We pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people.
Aye. What brings you to Brocker's smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, oh, 'Tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he could. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So, the blacksmith ought grant us some Gwfentia in exchange for nutriarb. Shall we inform Miss Derren of this, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
What business have you here?
Have you found Gwfentia? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriarb. Dwarves have a liking? Are you certain? Nutriarb is not very tasty. It is a pungent stew of, old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, if it has any chance of bringing me Gwfentia. The Arbor Heart depends upon it. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. I need only the two main ingredients. Rotten, bring them to me, and I will prepare nutriarb.
Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
The apples and fish we gathered have gone rotten, Master, judging by the smell. Shall we see them to Miss Derren?
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. I will prepare the dish now. My people dwell in the mountains, so we are rarely able to dine on fish from the sea. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving for fish. These fish already stink of the sea. Nutriarb is oft served at celebratory events, but I have... I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. The stink is more than I can bear. It is ready, but it is so vile. I cannot understand how anyone could stomach it, let alone I fear the dwarven blacksmith will be angry if I present him with this. But I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Batal. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not use it now? The sooner we arrive, the better. Never have I left the arbor before this moment. It is
By your leave, Arisen.
'Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
A customer, then. That changes things.
By and large, the people of Batal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
You're back! And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Not quite what I imagined, if I'm honest. Well met. The name's Sarah. I'm an apprentice here at the smith.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, I expect. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you then, like I suggested?
Yes, I have the Nutriarb with me.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me, you put that in front of Brocker, and he'll fain hear out your request. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we dump all the excess scale cinder. Come on, you two. The cavern's this way.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
Right, here we are. Oi, Brocker, you in here?
What's all this racket? I thought I told you that... You imbecile! You brought an elf here, of all things! Get her out of here!
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you. Don't you want to see what is?
A gift. For you.
Ah! What makes you think I'd be able to stomach your elven cooking? I'm gonna go dispose of this, and I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course! This is your chance!
Truly?
But you'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meals. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who can collect more of the stuff. Anyway, good luck. I'll be outside keeping watch. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment.
It seems Sir Brock has a taste for the elven dish.
We'd best leave it at that. Wouldn't want Brocker to espy you in here. Come on.
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale cinder did you get? You've got so much. With this, the Arborheart will undoubtedly recover. For now, I must return and tend to the Arborheart. I hope you will come visit us again. I should like you to see the Arborheart, restored. And I must thank you as well, Sarah.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brock'd say the same if...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But
You're here. You must come see. Look there. New buds. The Arborheart is recovered. And as she and I are as one, I feel renewed myself. You saved her. I will never forget this debt of the Arborheart seems gladdened to have new life in her boughs. Fortunate I am that we crossed paths. Perhaps we...
Fine. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing...
All is well. Thanks. All is well. Thank... What have you come for today? I have a request. Will you... hear it? I thank you.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Oh dear. Townspeople as they come, I say. What's the point? Tomorrow will be no different. Fine prep today. All I've got left. I'm in fine.
I thank you. I thank you. You deserve a reward.